Hello, y'all. Good morning. What's up? How you guys doing? Good morning, good evening, and good night, wherever the case may be, whatever the case may be, however you're doing, and so forth. Been a while since I've been on here, but I'm going to show you some things I've been looking at recently because, as many of you have recently probably seen, recently, have I said the word recently too many times? I'm going to stop saying recently. Nonetheless, three KC men, have been charged with illegal firearms trafficking related to the investigation of the mass shooting at the Super Bowl rally. Now, when I first saw these things, I thought, wow, so three more suspects have been picked up from this Super Bowl shooting that y'all remember we have. So, as y'all remember, uh, two suspects, let's see here, Lyndell Mays, and the other one is Miller. Dominic Miller were picked up, and I've been looking to see kind of what guns were used and so forth. And apparently, they have from these two guys, and I'm not sure if these guys were shooting back and forth at each other or if they were on the same side or what the case would be. It's still kind of a convoluted mess when you read it through and so forth. Um, and there's got to be more suspects here. So what I've seen so far is so Miller, who apparently, I think last I saw, he's still in and out of the hospital, so he hasn't actually gone to court yet, but he's in jail in $1 million bond or something like that, as far as I can see. And actually, 38 caliber bullet. It's just gonna be interesting here because I'm just not seeing this. So detectives say that Miller had a Taurus G39 handgun, and they say that Mays had a 9mm Glock found on the ground. They say that they had 9mm 40 caliber spent shell casings. But just looking here real quick, during the autopsy, a 38 caliber class bullet was recovered from her body. How is that possible? So a 38 caliber class bullet recovered from her body. Ballistic comparisons say that the firearm recovered in the homicide was conducted and determined the bullet recovered from the female was a Taurus G39. How do you get a 38 caliber? Now, y'all correct me. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe a 38 caliber is what's actually in the 9mm. Let's do a little. Let's go ask my friend here. Is a 38 special? 38. 38 is taller, larger case capacity. Same bullet. What is the answer here? Just longer. Okay, maybe. I don't know. Y'all tell me. Do you use a same bullet, actual bullet, in the 38 special? But that's interesting here. In the same document, they say that the bullet came from. So we'll just assume for now that it is. The cops actually know what they're doing and so forth. But someone tell me, is a 38 class bullet used in a 9mm? I really don't know. I don't know. It'd be interesting to. I don't know. I don't do my reloading. Um, Interesting. I have to check that out. But what I was getting at is they have some more suspects out there because there's a 40. They said they recovered 40 caliber shells and 9mm shells. They didn't mention about 38 special shells. So these two guys and probably other guys were involved in the shooting. But there are three people being charged in trafficking firearms because apparently they left some backpacks and stuff at this place. But none of these guns, and they mentioned specifically a 226 and a 300 Blackout. Well, we all know it's a 300 Blackout. So 300 pistol recovered on scene. And they mentioned, so basically, Federal bought dozens of firearms. One of them found at the scene that they mentioned was a 223. Lyndell bought apparently at least one 300 pistol, 300 Blackout pistol for Shailene Groves that was apparently found at the scene there. So these three people were involved in some illegal gun buying ring of some kind or whatever. So, but they're not the actual shooters, which is what I was thinking originally. But looking at the statements here, we have other shooters because of 40 caliber. And then the other question, of course, about the 38, which maybe it's the same bullet. It's close. I don't know. I really don't know, guys. You would think they'd know enough to specify this. But I'm going to leave these links in here. We got to read this stuff here. But we have three people who are basically buying guns. Yep, 300 Blackout mentioned there. And we have two suspects who were involved in shooting. I don't know. I'm not clear if they were shooting at each other, but they were there. Both of them had 9mm guns. And this all started as an argument. And these people shouldn't have had these guns at all. Neither one of them should have had guns. So, anyhow, just thought I'd bring that to your attention and let y'all look over it. I'll leave these links here so y'all can read up on what I found here as well. I just think it's interesting, and we have more suspects. They always say that the community is safe, that they have their suspects in custody. Well, they were also theoretically safe before all this happened. So, all right. Y'all have fun, stay wild, and we'll talk to you next time. I'll leave these links here for y'all to check out and see what y'all think. This is interesting to me, and I need to look at more. I'll come back and talk about this later on if it's any interest at all. All right. Bye, y'all. Stay wild.